Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Lee. This is ThePowerUp, and this video we're going to talk about the future of Dragon Ball. What's coming next? What's coming after Superhero? And just got a couple of theories and just a couple ideas and where I think they should go and what they should do and what they might do, and just what's going to happen with the series. Now, what I think might happen is that right now, although the manga is focused on, they're gonna start doing the superhero arc starting next month. So now, hopefully, we get some extra details on that and get to see, more backstory on some of the other stuff and more in depth of like how powerful Gohan Beast is and Orange Piccolo, and maybe get to see a little bit more, in-depth fight between with Cell Max. And maybe they might do some changes. Maybe we might get a perfect Cell Max. As that would be a 1 a.m. big surprise if they do something like that to really change it up, something from the film where they can actually stretch it out in the arc form, where they can have more time to actually give us a little bit more to that. And I think that would be cool if that happens. But moving on forward, I think after they finish with the superhero arc, everything will be getting down to business of dealing with Black Frieza. Now, my thoughts is, of course, especially it being super, my thoughts is that somehow, even if there's been a big debate that about, is Gohan Beast stronger than Black Frieza? Are they equal? Is he weaker? And my thoughts on this is that I think that when it comes to Frieza, even if Gohan Beast was stronger or not, I feel like what's going to happen with Black Frieza, that it's going to be, most likely when it comes down to it, that it's going to be Goku to fight Black Frieza. And I think he might be the one to defeat Black Frieza. And I feel like at that point, that's where Goku would be looked at as like, one of the strongest. And as we get closer to the end of Z, of him becoming a master and everything and going to training, Pan and even Ghost in the Trunks, maybe give them some extra training and stuff. And I feel like that's where everything will probably start leading up to that. As far as the gods, I feel like we should get at least, I think we may get at least, like if the anime is to return, we may get another arc after the superhero arc, and it may be like one more big arc. They could probably fit in like maybe one more big arc, and after that they go to the end of Z, and at that point there will be a big decision if they're going to go past the end of Z or if this is where they're going to stop the show. Now, there's been rumors about this web anime that's coming out, which that could be anything. My thoughts on that is that I feel like what they should do, they should give us either something a little bit different, almost like how Dragon Ball Heroes is, not the promotional anime, but like almost how the game is. Like there's something separate, maybe a different timeline, or maybe they spawn on something different like how GT did with the Goku Jr. And there's still so much to that, or what happened between the 100 years, or there's still so much that they can work with and so much they can do. And or maybe just give us something that's a spin-off, something that's just like kind of different in that universe, but still connected to everything, like I said. And what if we get a Xenoverse anime? That's something that that'll be something interesting to see. It'll be kind of like Dragon Ball Heroes but different, which I think that'll probably be like something interesting. And probably going into more of those stories, because like I said, there's so much interesting stories, like I said, that we can get into. And like I said, even with Super, I feel like Super is still not even, we're not even going like, with them introducing the different universes, is like there's still so much more. There's different universes to explore, and each one is massive. So just going to a different universe, like Universe 6 alone, that's enough just to create a whole series enough of information and content from there that they can pull from. You get what I'm saying? Going into the Saiyans of that world, you get what I'm saying? Going in more into like there's other things that's variants of that world. You get what I'm saying? Or even just like I said, there's so much more they can do, and I think, like I said, even for like a movie, I feel like we should get a will be interesting somewhere down the line. We should get a Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, crossover universe, something better than what we got in Heroes. And I feel like a full, theater movie release for that, which I think that would be like something massive. Give it a great story, and even if they wanted, like I said, if they're going to be separate timelines of the characters, they can do that. Or moving on forward, if they decide to continue the show and go past, the end of Z and into the realm of where GT is, find a way to like redo GT and bring Super Saiyan 4 and see what would be Akira Toriyama's, way of bringing in Super Saiyan 4. Maybe he may have a different way of doing it, and even just like him just giving like his full take on like some of these characters, like doing some of the sagas that we got, Baby Vegeta, Super 17, and even the Shadow Dragons, which I feel like all those would be great arcs to redo in a different way and add more to them and creating something different for them. Even if you wanted, like, instead of creating a show, make a movie on each of those arcs and make them all their own separate movies, because as you look at it, a lot of those arcs, the show is so short, all those arcs can be created and made to 3 separate movies, which I think that would be a good idea if they do that, and we get something out of it that where they can bring it into like the new age Dragon Ball. So right now there's still so much more that they can do, and just stay tuned. We got more updates, more stuff that's coming, more videos dropping. I got another video coming out soon, so this is just a quick video, just talk about the future of Dragon Ball and what to expect and what ideas they can possibly have moving on forward with the show. Like I said, even just like with the next movies and stuff and what they plan. But I think all that will be way down the line. At the end of the day, if the anime was to come back, they still have 3 arcs right now that they can adapt. They still have to do the Moro, they still have to do the Granola, and then they still have to do the superhero arc if they decide to adapt that into an arc, or even if they're going to adapt the Broly movie into an arc. So just stay tuned, and I'll see you guys soon. Drop a like, drop a comment, and share the video, sub to the channel, and we got more videos on the way.